Hi guys, Ivo and Susan here again from Bloggers on the Loose. Today we're in a little suburb called Winthrop, southern suburb of Perth, Western Australia. And Winthrop's about 16 kilometres south of the Perth CBD and 8 kilometres only from Fremantle. Built over an area of about 3.5 square kilometres. Hasn't got many people in the suburb, guys, about 5,600. So behind me here is the little shopping centre in the area, and the main tenant in here is the IGA. And we just went in there to have a look around. There's a little restaurant in there called the Little Sweet Oak, and that restaurant was absolutely packed out. It's a little cafe type thing, absolutely packed out. So either the food's really good or the food's really cheap, or both, but it was packed out. So in saying that, we might just take you guys, or we will take you guys, for a little walk through the suburb and check it out. So that there is part of the shopping centre over here. It's only got a few little specialty shops in there. Nothing special, nothing big or anything, just a little neighbourhood shopping centre. It's even got a Winthrop professional centre on top there. And in there it's got a medical centre and a few other little things happening in there. Again guys, unimpressed. Look at this. For a reasonably expensive suburb, but the one next door is quite good. The gardens I'm talking about. So we're just walking down one of the roads here through Winthrop, and the shopping centre's on the other side of it there, just opposite these houses. And it's a hit and miss again with the gardens here. This one here isn't kept well at all also. And then the next one over there, they're putting in some reticulation over there, or irrigation as some people like to call it. Same thing, they've dug up part of the lawn over there and they're putting some retic in, as we call it over here in Perth. Shortened it to retic. So guys, this Winthrop was originally a pine tree plantation. And all the land out here with the pine plantation was actually owned by, you're going to be surprised by this, by the University of Western Australia, which is actually the biggest university in Western Australia. So those buggers have got in everywhere. They own the whole of Crawley just about. They own part of Nedlands, and they also used to own the whole of Winthrop just about. And don't quote me on this guys, but they're probably still asking the government for handouts. I don't know if they are or not. I wouldn't have a clue. Maybe the fees are that high they don't have to ask the government. But anyway, they obviously invested wisely, and good on them. They invested wisely in certain areas, and it paid off for them. So good on them. I guess they need to upgrade all their facilities over there over the years. So that's probably what they used all the money for. Look at that big house on the corner there, guys. That stretches across the whole corner block. It's a plain looking house. The gardens aren't kept very well also. It'll be an older house, 1980s. It'll be an older house. None of the gardens here, guys, on this street, you can see across here also, none of them are kept very well. What's going on with Perth people? Guys, keep your gardens neat. All the lawn's dead. It's obviously reticulated. It has to be. 99% of Perth homes are reticulated, or gardens are reticulated. I don't fancy those stairs. Climbing up there all the time. I mean, it's not high, but it's. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that house, to be honest. It stretches right across that corner block, and on the opposite to that, that one looks just as bad, to be honest. They've got bore. You can see all that staining on the walls over there, guys. So that is reticulated bore water. But they haven't turned on the reticulation because all the front lawn's dead. Unless they've got plans for that. And they're going to pull it all up and put artificial turf there or something. Because it absolutely looks shocking. And there's a park across the road there. That park over there, the lawn isn't even mowed nicely. And then look at this house on the corner here, guys. Look how immaculate that is. I'd feel cheated if I lived in that house because all my neighbours have got absolute crappy gardens. I really would feel cheated. I've built such a nice house over here and kept my lawn very neat and that. And all my neighbours have got absolutely crap gardens. Even that park isn't. I think this is in the city of Melville, I think. And that's the local council, by the way, guys. Each area has got a few suburbs, and there's a council that supposedly look after the parks and the roads and whatever in the suburbs, collect your garbage, charge you a fortune in rates. Oh, no, I don't want to go into this, guys. I'm getting to Ivor's whinge of the day. Charge you a fortune for rates, and they don't keep your parks neat. Look at those houses, guys. They look pretty good. No, they do look nice in there. So these parks aren't kept. This park isn't kept very neat. City of Melville, lift your game. Not good at all. Another decent sized house here, guys, and look at the lawn. Well, it's non-existent. Same with the gardens, non-existent. Shocking, absolutely shocking. Anyway, the first blocks were released in Winthrop in the 1980s, guys. And apparently the blocks were so sought after that many people resorted to sleeping near the sales office for up to a week just to secure a position in the line. So they were so desperate to secure a position in the line, you guys know where I'm going here, to buy their block. And now half of them aren't looking after the damn block. What's going on with these Winthrop residents? And they're asking a fortune for their houses. So guys, there's also plenty of primary and high schools in and around the area. Because there's a few flash high schools in neighbouring areas to Winthrop. There's a decent house coming up here, guys. But again, look at the lawn. Look at the veg lawn and the actual lawn over there in the house. And this is a big house. It looks a little bit run down, guys, because that front door definitely needs they've sanded it down. Oh yeah, so they're going to varnish it. They're going to do something with it, paint it or varnish it, because they've actually sanded it down. And maybe they've just bought the house and they're renovating it. I don't know. I see a lot of water damage up there under the eaves of that house. The camera won't be able to pick it up, but I see a lot of water damage over there. So anyway, guys, the main shopping centre in this suburb is Somerville Boulevard. I'm not sure if that was it that we came from. If that was it that we came from, it was it. It wasn't really anything flash, because there was really nothing there apart from a few cafes and the IGA store. So guys, the closest train station in this area is Bull Creek and Murdoch train stations. This house here, yeah, again the lawn. I don't know what's going on in this suburb. I really don't. I can't see. It has to be reticulated, but I can't see any reticulation. I'm looking. Oh yeah, there is. You can see it over here. It has got reticulation. But this people here have got reticulation, and their lawn's quite nice. It's green and it's well kept. And the guy's over there tendering his garden. So there you go. But then the next door neighbour's one is all dead again. This one here is extremely overgrown, guys. Look at this. You can't even see the house. They've made sure you can see that part of it because they won't be able to get their car in. Look at that. That's look at the driveway, guys. It's even the stairs. There's a set of stairs going up there, and that's all overgrown and got weeds growing in the stairs. So this suburb, here's a vacant block over here, and look at that. The fence is blown down over there. I'm wondering if that house is. I'm wondering if that house is empty. I'm thinking it might be empty because it's very overgrown. But here's a vacant block here. It's not for sale, but nevertheless it is vacant. And there's another one directly across the road. See, they've kept it slashed quite nicely. They've just slashed that, all the weeds and that, all the long grass. They've slashed right down because it can be it will be a fire hazard, and there are big fines for that. I don't know how strict the city of Melville is, but there should be big fines for people not slashing their properties. If it's vacant, if the blocks are vacant. So yeah, I'm unimpressed with some of these houses along here. Looks like we're getting into a sort of half-decent part here now, because these lawns are kept quite well. These gardens are quite neat. It's sort of like we've just jumped into a different, completely different area, because everything looks reasonably neat over here. See, these people here have got the right idea, guys. They've just paved everything, so they don't have to look after a lawn. They've paved the whole lot. That's what you got to do, guys. These people here have done the same thing, and that's quite a decent looking house there. They've paved everything also. If you don't look after your lawn, or you can't look after your lawn, just pave it all. And they've got some artificial lawn up there. Two different colours, but nevertheless it is artificial. This one here across the road is very neat. It's very neatly done. Look at that. See, that's very nicely done, that. And the one next door is the same. Very, very neatly done. Beautiful. It's got artificial lawn, but it still looks nice. So this is the same street we're on, where all those ugly looking gardens were, and things have changed dramatically. It's come to some sort of part of the street where everyone have said, let's look after our gardens, because all the gardens here, as you can see, have all been looked after really nice. So guys, there's only one house for sale in Winthrop. Look at this house, guys. Check those pillars out. If it was all white, it'd look a bit like Elvis's house, Graceland, wouldn't it? Looks pretty cool. That's Graceland in Winthrop. in Perth, WA. So guys, there was only one house for sale in this area. It's very tightly held over here, and also as soon as one comes on the market it sells, because a few are under offer and sold, because it is fairly close to everything. But people, look after your gardens, because it sets off your house nicely. So the only house that I saw for sale over here was from 1,190,000 Australian dollars, and that's at number 18 Northmore Crescent in Winthrop, and it's a 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 2-car garage built on a 704 square metre block. And we'll take you over there to have a look around. There's an aeroplane buzzing overhead again, because the Jandakot Airport is reasonably close to the suburb also. So we'll take you over to that house shortly to have a look. It's on the market for 1,190,000 Australian dollars. And we'll go down this road here. We'll have a look what's happening down here. Guys, we're just walking down another street over here in Winthrop, just to show you guys a different sort of aspect, and also to see what's virtually happening down here. Young couple just walked out on their balcony over there. We won't film them. And they're having a cup of tea or something. There's a vacant block over here. It's a big block, guys. This one here is probably at least 22 metres across, I'd say, at frontage. It's a big block. It's it looks close to 1,000 square metres. Probably 800, I'd say. I don't know. Hard to tell these things. So look at that house on the corner, guys, and all that garden's being kept immaculate over there. It's all artificial turf in front, but they've got some nice roses in there. And then there's another house here, but the lawns aren't good. The garden's okay, but the lawns aren't good. The lawn's all dead. Few vacant blocks around here, guys. There's another one here. They're not for sale. There's a lot of sirens happening, so there must be some sort of incident somewhere. And there's a few nice houses here. There's 2 big double stories here with a tiny little house in the middle. That one over there, the light coloured one over there, that looks quite nice. Very nice looking house. If you spin the camera around, you can see down the hill over there. That's how steep it is over here. And then further in front over there, you can see the hills, the Perth hills. I'm not sure if the camera can pick that up, but that's what we've walked up, guys. So it's quite steep. Quite a hilly area over here. And I think if you've built in the right spot over here, you'd be able to get city views from here. If you built in the right spot and build a double story with a nice balcony, you should be able to get city views from here. So what do you guys think of Winthrop so far? Some of it, this house here is nice. I like all that stonework in front. That looks really good. That's just cladding, guys. It's just been glued on there. All these houses here seem to be kept quite neat. Look at this one. This one's very neat. It's also got artificial turf in front. That's all artificial turf. And this is real grass here. So that's kept very neat also. house is quite nice also. Another good looking house here, older style, 1980s, but kept very neat. As we walk through the streets of Winthrop in Perth, Western Australia, and quite a nice day in Perth. There's a bit of a breeze blowing, which is good, keeping me nice and cool. That's a nice looking house. Federation style house over there. Neat gardens. So this one across here, guys. That's special. That looks really nice, very modern. Obviously a new house. Everything's kept immaculate there. Looks out of place actually amongst all these older style houses. Then you've got another reasonably nice house across there. So we might just, we'll take you to that house that's for sale now, and we'll see you over there shortly. So guys, before we show you that house that's for sale over here, the only house for sale here in Winthrop, we just want to point out to you that this main highway over here, Leach Highway it's called, this borders the suburb of Winthrop. So there's a lot of cars over there, as you can see, a lot of shops also along that highway. Everything you want you can find along there virtually. And the house that's for sale isn't too far from here, it's just at the end of the street over here and around the corner. Here's a nice looking house here, guys. This is Hampton's style house. This looks like a new road going through here. I'm not sure if they resurfaced it or if it's a new road, I'm not sure. But that Hampton style house there looks quite nice. It looks like a new house. And the one next door to it on the other side there looks newish also. So I'm not sure if this is a new house, a new road they put through here, I'm not sure. And this house here looks okay also. This one's older. Not sure if there's a swimming pool behind that glass fencing there, or if it's just their patio area. I don't really want to look in people's backyard, so I won't have a look. But see, I said the only house for sale here is the one we're going to show you, because there's one across the road there, and that one there is under offer or under contract, depending on what you call it and where you're from. It means the same thing. So this is the road here. This is called Northmore Crescent, Winthrop, and this house that's for sale over here. We're coming up to it now. You can see the for sale sign there, and it's a 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 2-car garage on a 704 square metre block, guys. And they're asking $1,190,000 Australian dollars for this house. This is it here. They've just mulched the front here, as you can see. You can hardly see the house because it's a bit overgrown. Before I put a house on the market for that amount of money, guys, I'd like to point out they could have really resprayed the roof, the tiles on the roof there. That's pretty faded, those tiles. Pretty faded. They could have resprayed it, like the house next door there. That looks like they've sprayed that. They've dolled it up a bit. It's not for sale, by the way, but they have freshened that up a bit. So they could have done that, in my opinion, and make it look more presentable. Because if you're going to spend over $1 million, guys, you want something pretty flash. House across the road here looks quite nice. Could do with a lick of paint. That retaining wall is shocking. It's all peeling, all the paint's peeling off, and it doesn't take a lot to spray some weed killer on the driveway there. There's a lot of weeds. Well, guys, we're getting towards the pointy end of the video over here in Winthrop, Perth, Western Australia. So I better give you some median house prices. And the median house price in Winthrop is 1,286,500 Australian dollars. As we come up to another shocking garden over here, check this out. Absolutely shocking. I mean, the whole house is shocking. Needs a good lick of paint over there. And that's on the same street as that expensive house that's for sale, guys. The median unit price over here is 440,000 Australian dollars, and the median land price over here is quite expensive, guys. It's 700,000 Australian dollars. So in saying that, we might just wrap it up over here. I can stand anywhere along here and I'll stand in front of a shit garden. Honestly, the garden's absolute crap. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed this this video on Winthrop in Perth, Western Australia, and please don't forget to like and subscribe, guys, and leave some comments below, and we'll talk about Winthrop in the comments section, especially the shocking gardens out here, and we'll see you guys in the next one.